Okay, guys, here we go. This is my first shot at doing a staff meeting online. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to flip it, just like some of you are hopefully going to do in your classrooms by flipping your classroom. So here we go. I'm going to talk you through this. Pause it whenever you like, if you need to read more, and I'll kind of prompt you to pause when you need to. Here we go. So the reason I'm doing this is to demonstrate to you how flipping can be used. It won't always work. I sent out a bunch of technology links this summer, and if you were too busy at the beach to look at that, there's the link up here under number 1. Hopefully this will maximize time in your classrooms by doing it this way, and we have to cover a bunch of beginning of the year school stuff, so hopefully this will save time. You can generate questions while you watch, and then when we do have our staff meeting together, we can spend that time brainstorming answers to questions. So, new teachers are Mr. Gutierrez. Many of you met him last year. He's not a new teacher in the district, but he's new to us. He'll be doing choir and general music. Sorry, I wish I had pictures, but I don't. Shelly Williams is going to be with us part-time in the afternoon doing some PE and health because our numbers have gone up and we needed some help in that area. We have Rich Dameron coming to us from Pershing. He's going to be doing kind of Linda Ridlin's position, sort of, but he's going to be doing some sped math and CWC time. Andy Pfeiffer, yet another Pfeiffer in the building. He's going to be on the 6th grade team doing 6th grade math and 6th grade social studies. We need to think of some way to differentiate between Mr. Pfeiffer and Mr. Pfeiffer. It could get confusing around here. Mr. Leeper, student taught with us. He was with Mr. Anderson and Mr. Smith last year. He's going to be doing 7th grade science and social studies. And then we have Jill Wilson, who's going to be doing some CSI work. She's going to be teaching study skills, which used to be called reading. She'll be around, a lot of energy. You guys will see her running around and being in team meetings talking to you all. And we have student teachers that are assigned. Hopefully they will be with us on our first staff meeting. But Ashley, Whitney, Margaret has been around, I know, Nick Randall, Jessica Yates, and David Cheek. So with all of these guys, just a reminder that the expectation from MSU, which is Judy Bruner and myself, is that you team teach at all times. It's not a time, and we have a student teacher to leave them alone in there, but team teach. I know that you guys get worried about that whenever Judy comes in to observe, but no big deal. She wants to see the team teaching process, so please include those team teaching strategies when you guys plan together. Here we go is the staff development calendar. I know it's kind of hard to see. There's going to be a handout though in your books, and so this is all of our dates. Some of the things are subject to change, some of the topics, but we'll get going on that, and you'll have those will change, but the dates will not change. Okay. Grade level teams. I need you guys to come prepared to talk and answer these different questions. We have some new team members this year. We need to run team meetings in an efficient way so we get a lot accomplished during a short amount of time. And I'm not going to read those different bullets to you, but please pause if you need to here, read through those, and be sure you know what is going to be expected in team meetings. Okay, I hope I went over all that. Eric just came and interrupted me, and I had to hit pause. But you can hit pause at any time as well and read this again. CWC and Title Push-In classrooms have a little bit of a switcheroo for you guys. Please read through this and be prepared to talk to me about it if you have questions. I know last year at the end of each week, title teachers were emailing classroom teachers who they worked with and what they worked on, and I know the classroom teachers really liked that, knowing what was going on when kids were taken out and they were working on individual things. So we're also going to do that for CWC teachers. You know, we have multiple teachers in classrooms. We need to be dividing and conquering and using our resources the best we can. At times there's going to be possibly 3 to 4 teachers in a classroom when you count in student teachers. So we need to be sure and utilize all of them, break students up into groups, do some station work and have a teacher at each station. There's all kinds of things that we can do to be sure that we are moving kids in the right direction. Social emotional teaching and learning. This is one you're really going to have to pause and look at because there is an assignment here that's coming up. This is kind of a twist on CHAMPS. We haven't done a great job the past few years just really emphasizing CHAMPS anytime but at the beginning of the year, I know, and that's totally my fault, and I take 100% of the blame on that one. I would like for us to kind of re-examine how we do that and perhaps get one topic per week, and we're going to do it school-wide, and make it your classroom CCI cycle. But it's not going to be everybody's. We're going to rotate by subject area. So for instance, the first week of school in all science classrooms, we would have a school-wide CCI plan for the week. And that I picked science because you guys always do the handbook at the beginning, and that would be a really easy one to do at the beginning. So you guys would be the first week of every month, math would be the second week of every month, social studies the third week, and the fourth week would be comm arts. So some examples are class preparedness that I put on there, and then substitute teachers. Last year was, I think, the worst year since I've been here for substitute teachers, and we really need to work on fixing that with kids. So hopefully we can go in the right direction. Read through those examples. You'll probably have to come back to this in a minute when I give you your assignment, but those are just some examples that I had of what we can do in terms of plans and how to measure those plans through a CCI cycle. A little bit more information. Here's a little wheel that will give you topics that you can think through and maybe pull out some good ideas for different plans. Other possible topics I listed over there on the left: bullying, substitute teachers I already talked about, hallway behavior, homework. Anything that we talked about in CHAMPS would be a great thing to include here. And then here is your assignment or next step. So on Monday I want you to bring 3 different plans. So if you need to go back and look, but we're going to brainstorm, we're going to come up with topics to get us from August through September, hopefully, and have that all taken care of together as a staff. Pause if you need to, because I'm going on. Discipline. These are things that came out of your meetings with Dana last year, and she's going to go over this on Friday. So if you're watching this after Friday, you've already heard this, and if not, you're just going to be on the front end if you've watched before. Pause at any time or go back. But these are minor discipline offenses, and they all came out of your time with her last year. And here's medium discipline stuff once again, and then we're going to go on. This is the severe, major and severe offenses. So I know you guys talked about that together. Performance series and map data for the end of the year. Our performance series, we ended up third, and this is really hard to see, I'm sorry to say, but at any rate, I know that Kevin and Matt were in an all-out war over how they're going to end up, and both of them ended up first in their area. There is a lot to celebrate here. I know that the reading things bum me out too, but I think we have a great plan in place for this year in order to address that, and I think we're gonna knock it out this year. But I want you guys to have this, and hopefully you can see a little bit better since this is hopefully full screen for you. But that's how we ended up the year last year. And hopefully you can see this a little bit better. I have this, and I'm happy to send it out if you need me to. But this is our middle school overall in every area. We are building D on here. So you can see that we are second overall in every category. Overall, when you average it out, we were the second with the most gains. Here's 6th grade overall, 7th, 8th, and so on. Here we have, this is reading. And how we fell, you just have to find building D. I don't know how they code that or why we ended up building D. Here is our language arts. If you need to pause, please pause. And then here is our math. Moving right along. Here's our map results, and you'll have to scroll in to look at that, and I'll send it out later, but I wanted you to have it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it right now, but they are releasing it to the public soon, and I wanted you guys to be able to see it. I'll watch this and be sure that you guys can see that, because right now I can't in how I have this. Information from HR. Please pause when you need to read this, but I'm running out of time on this recording. Staff and student staff relations. You guys need to be aware of all those bullet points, please. Election year information. Since it is an election year, pause it and be sure that you read through all that so you don't go against any of that stuff. And finally, these are sign-off things you're going to have to sign off on. Sorry about that. Here, look, I'll go back. But I have this, and I'll probably send it out via an email because that's really hard to see. And then finally, this restraint and seclusion webinar. You watched it last year. You have to watch it again. I'm so sorry, but you need to sign off when you watch it in my office. These are just housekeeping items, and I'm going to get this done in under 15 minutes here. As always, post the why and do your best to make that student-driven for more relevance for kids. Have your objective up there and then ask students why and have them put it on the board, or have it be their why, as long as it really goes with your objective. Your agenda is how you are accomplishing your objective. It's just the list of things that you are doing to accomplish what you are doing. Student handbooks. Once again, science classes will be there to do that. Teaching of the handbook. It's just a packet this year that is going to be sent home to sign off on. The district is moving to an online version, so we won't be handing them out, but you need to teach certain things, and I have a handout that Dana will be giving you all on exactly what the topics the district wants covered, in addition to what we usually cover here in the building. Syllabus, as always, please turn in to Mrs. Powers. Performance classes, orchestra, band, choir, music. If you have performances, please get those dates on that syllabus if you at all can. People's grandmothers die, it seems, every year right on a performance. And sometimes the same student's grandmother dies every year on a performance, so they can't be there. So please, let's get those out so grandmas know not to die on that day. I know that's not funny, but I know we've also had that happen. So at any rate, please get that stuff in there. Lunch, please be on time. Check your handbook for your specific lunch shift. Sending kids early and picking them up late makes Mrs. Powers very cranky. Look, I waited till the very end to make fun of her and put a picture. So we're almost done. CCI, level 1 and 2 should be present in all classes. Be sure that mission is taken care of, mission and norms within the first week of school. I know many teachers have PowerPoints for that, to take care of that. So if you don't have yours or didn't save yours from the years past, get with somebody and get that. New teachers, just stay tuned. Don't worry about it. They'll cover this in Step Up. Others, check out your committee assignments. Please join PTSA. As always, professional dress is how we roll around here. Jeans on Fridays, shorts, not so much ever unless you're, outside sweating with the kids for some reason. Middle school open house, put that date down and bring your orange handbook on Monday to our faculty meeting. And Monday and Tuesday are regular contract days, and Wednesday we're back with kiddos. Oh my. And look at that. I did that in under 15 minutes. I hope this works out okay. I'm going to go back and listen. This is my first time through. If you have questions, I'm sure we'll have a few other things that we'll have at our staff meeting on Monday morning. We will have breakfast at 7:30. We'll start promptly at 8 o'clock on our different objectives and things that we have to do. I hope everybody enjoys their last week of freedom. I look forward to seeing you all. It's been kind of quiet around here this summer.